Hi, I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. She's an artist, a rapper, skincare line, she makes it happen. Queen of everything, Miss Miouxnie West. Hi,
Hello.
Miouxnie.
Hi.
Thank you for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I love your Star Wars. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Star Wars. Very inspiring.
Very inspiring.
Yes, it's inspiring.
And you're creative anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So who is Miouxnie West?
Miouxnie is a creator, an artist, a designer. I take what I have and I create what I want.
And you just do it just like that?
Pretty much.
So where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Charlotte. I lived on the south side for a little while. I went to Devonshire. I went to Ashley Park. I went to Cochran Middle School, Butler. So I went to a lot of schools in Charlotte. I'm definitely a Charlottean.
Okay, so why were you moving from one school to the next?
I was in a math, science, and technology school when they had it back in the day. Then we moved to a different side of town, and my mom wanted to take me out, so I ended up going to a regular public school.
A regular public school. So the math, science, where did you want to be in science and math? Or?
I love science and math. And actually, that's kind of how my art, I incorporate like a little bit of science, a little bit of math in what I do. A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
So when did you realize you had a passion for art?
Probably, I remember in third grade looking at this one little boy. He would be drawing Little Mermaid and all the Disney characters. Mm-hmm. And I got kind of excited about that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go home and draw that. But also my mom was an artist. She doesn't say she's an artist and she won't say she's an artist, mm-hmm. but she's been drawing for a very long time. She used to make Christmas cards by hand, draw the little bells and the little Christmas trees and the ornaments on them. So get it from my mom too.
And that's really special. So she made like one of a kind cards for people.
Mm-hmm. I used to remember her doing them. I was sitting there, I'm like, Mom, you can draw. No, I can't. I don't do very good. And then she started drawing for her books. She has like a little mini series called like Little Timmy or something like that. And she used to draw like the little Timmy and his little dog. Yeah, my mom's an artist too, but she won't admit it.
She won't admit she's an artist. So that's really where you got it from, is from your mom.
Pretty much,
you think?
Yeah, my mom.
So where do you get your inspiration for your artwork?
It comes in different places. My life, pretty much. I mean, the struggle, the good times, the bad times. Sometimes you can see what my life is like just by looking at my artwork. Some looks maybe a little bit scattered. And mm-hmm. because sometimes I feel like I don't know what's going on with my life, and so you can see it. It's kind of
your work.
Yeah, my art is can be all over the place, but then sometimes it can be really structured. So it just depends.
So would you put your artwork into a particular category? Like what genre would you put it in if you had to?
It's definitely very abstract.
So I know that your bottle work is like your most famous, that people recognize automatically. Why did you choose bottles to decorate? Yeah.
Bottles came because I had some bottles at home and I didn't want to throw them away. Mm-hmm. And they were pretty. And I was like, well, what can I use them for? Mm-hmm. I don't just want them to be some glass bottles just sitting around my house. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, maybe I'll decorate them. So I started with wrapping bottles with twine and yarn. So I started with that, and mm-hmm. just to see what I could do. And then that kind of grew into me drawing on the bottles with the yarn and twine. And then after that, I was like, well, maybe I can put some of my paint on the bottles. So I started painting the bottles.
So you started like really like just trial and error and just seeing what you can create with mm-hmm. everything.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
That's amazing. So you have several different types of artwork. You have the bottles. What other artwork? You do the burned paintings.
Wood burning.
Mm-hmm. And you do paintings as well, murals?
Yes, I have a mural. My first mural mm-hmm. in the River Finole passageway. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited about that.
And what is that called?
It's
the
called
mural?
People of the River.
People of the River.
Yeah, it's for the Catawba Native Americans. They were here over 10,000 years ago, and they've been here, and this was their land. And I needed to show Native Americans in a better light. When I was growing up, I always saw Native Americans like being killed and shot, and that's really depressing for me. But my mom wanted me to know my heritage and where I came from, so we always watching all those movies. But I was like, this mural, because at first it was gonna be black and white, and then add some color.
Right.
And I was like, no, I really want to be inspiring. So in some of the powwows, if you go to powwow, all you see is like colors everywhere.
Right.
Like there's colorful feathers and headdresses, and so I just wanted to put that into my mural.
So you are also another type of artist. So you rap.
I do.
You do.
I do.
So when did you start writing bars?
I started that when I was maybe it was elementary school, like 5th or 6th grade. I'd be sitting in the car after church.
So you started rapping at 6.
Yeah, well, around 6th grade.
Okay,
around
6th grade. Okay.
Yeah, I was in. I used to sneak and sit in the car and listen to Power 98, because back in the day, I don't know if they still do it now, but Power 98 used to have the Christian stuff in the morning. So that's when my mom and dad we used to ride to church in that. And then, but the radio station would still be on. So when I got back in the car, I would have,
change the channel.
Well, no, it would be still on, but yeah, but it switched over. It wasn't Christian anymore. It was whatever.
Circular music, whatever. Yeah.
Cellular music. Yeah. And so, so I could listen to it, I started changing the words and making them Christian rap or Christian songs. Right. And from there, I just started writing because, I wanted my own music. I didn't want my mom to say, oh, no, you don't need to listen to that. And then plus my mom, she wrote music. So
your mom wrote music. What type of music did she write?
Christian
music.
Gospel Christian music.
So is she a singer? And you're a singer?
Got it from my mom.
So I'm not going to put you on the spot for singing, even though you sing. But can you do a few bars for us?
Yes, I will. I was raised in the concrete, grew up in the dirt. Probably thought that I was rich because my daddy had a church. But now we churched at a hotel. Every Sunday morning had to set up for that cold jail. I was stuck in those 4 walls. Like I'm stuck on these lines to find a polite way to come off.
That was great. Oh my gosh. Like, I love it. I'm sorry I put you on the spot.
Yeah, that was hard.
I'm sorry I put you on the spot. Everybody, this song she actually did was called Concrete, and I'm super excited. I'm going to be able to let you hear it at the end of the show. But I also want to ask you a question. You have a skincare line
I do.
Called Meshii.
Meshii Skin.
Meshii Skin. What products do you have in the line of Meshii Skin?
I have an olive oil cream, I have soaps, and I have scrubs. And just a little bit of background, I've always been had problems with my skin, and it was really embarrassing because I would break out with the sun and I would get blotches on my neck, and I'm too old to be going around looking like that. So I started making olive oil cream and olive oil soap, and I found that it really helped my skin, and so I started just selling it at the farmer's market.
So, did you have to get a science degree to know, what to put in what to even create a soap?
I did a lot of research. I spent, months doing research for skincare. And then I wanted to go back to find the original things that we use on our skin from back in the day, the old stuff. And olive oil cream or cold cream is what has been used for centuries.
Yeah.
But they changed it from the olive oil. They started using mineral oil, and now that's what most of the cold creams are made of, mineral oil. And I wanted to go back to the original, the vitamins and everything. I don't use paraffin wax or mineral oil. It's beeswax and olive oil.
Okay, so we now know that you're super creative. So you're an artist. You are another type of artist, a recording artist or a rapper. And then you have a skincare line. What's the reason behind your ambition and your urgency?
My family, my parents, my life. I don't want my life to just be nothing, and I'm 60 years old and I don't have anything to show for anything. I want to be an example to kids coming up, showing them that they can do whatever they want to do, no matter how hard it is. But for real, like, my family it gets me more emotional because my mom and dad are older now and they don't even want to think about doing some of the things that they did. Like, my mom, she's a writer, but she doesn't pursue that like she should. My dad's a preacher, but he's always wanted to have a business, and I told him, oh, go to school for it and everything, and my dad was like, oh no, I gotta work. So I want to do what they should have been doing.
So where can fans follow you, your artwork, know where you're having pop-up shops? Where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Meshii Skin, and that's for my skincare line. Meshii Skin at Instagram and on Facebook also. And you can follow my artwork at Miouxnie Design.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Miouxnie, for giving us some of your time.
I appreciate you having me here.
So guys, this is our show. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. See you next time.
I was raised from the concrete, grew up in the dirt. Probably thought that I was rich cause my daddy had a church, but now they churched at a hotel. Every Sunday morning had to set up for that cold jail. I was stuck in those four walls, like I'm stuck on these lines to find a polite way to come off. Don't grieve the Holy Spirit, watch what your cup has off in it. Pray in tongues for 60 minutes, read the Bible till your eyes hurt.
I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. From red carpet action to runway fashion, he brings the celebrities, the who's who, yes indeed. We call him the leader in the fashion industry, but you can call him Mr. Peter Carey. Hi, Peter.
Hey Laura, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
So who's this handsome man right there beside you?
This is my man, my main man, Joshua Anglero, co-founder of Fashion Deluxe.
Co-founder of Fashion Deluxe. So how did you guys meet?
We met online and we spoke for a few months, probably about 3 or 4, and from there we decided to meet up. We went on a date at the Epicenter and it was fun. History from there.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been in the fashion industry?
I've been in probably for over 15 years, between hosting a lot of fashion-related events in New York and Miami is where I kind of got my start, and then moving into the entertainment and event planning realm in Orlando, Florida. I did a lot of that, and I was working in a different industry, but still trying to explore my passion. And so, yeah, for the past 7 years now, I guess we've been in the fashion industry here in Charlotte and trying to make a little bit of a difference and make a statement. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the moment that you felt there was a need for Fashion Deluxe here in the Carolinas?
Yeah, and to be honest, he is the one who sort of like carved that out. You know, he identified that need. I was always trying to figure out a way that we can enhance and partner and attach ourselves. Mm-hmm. But he really kind of took a broad scan of the industry here in Charlotte and was like, why don't we try to do our own thing? Didn't know what that was,
right?
But we said, why don't we just try to do our own thing? And I was like, well, I don't think I've ever done that before. But
Well, I saw a fire in him and I knew he had the skill set and the ability, and he just needed someone to really bring it out of him. So I was there to just help him with that confidence, and I did see an opportunity as well. It wasn't about creating a brand that was going to be the same as anybody else or try to step on anybody's toes or anything like that. What we were trying to accomplish is something very specific, and it was on the luxury side, and so we stayed true to that, and we stayed focused to that. And
So explain the Fashion Deluxe brand.
Yeah, so we really accredit that to one of our mentors here in the fashion industry, which is Hayde Robinson. And he's known as the Carolina Style Guy. You'll see him on WCNC, and at Nordstrom, he's one of the managers there. So we went to him with this sort of concept and the passion, and he really said, what you guys need to focus in, here's your niche. And your niche needs to be in truly luxury fashion. He's like, there's no brands or sort of events that happen here in Charlotte that are catering to a luxury audience. So we said, how do we do that? And what's going to be the first step with that? And he offered up his sponsorship there at Nordstrom to say, we'll support you guys with this concept. We believe that you're going to produce a quality event and have quality people there, which is what luxury is all about.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, the brand is all about that. And we've always been passionate about different causes. So we said that Fashion Deluxe was a fusion of fashion and philanthropy because we love to pick a local charity and support them each show. So we don't attach ourselves to just one particular cause, but we try to find different people because the community here in Charlotte is very passionate about their causes, and so we want to get around to as many people and help as many people as we can.
So your very first show, you had a corporate sponsor, Nordstrom.
Yeah.
Very first show.
Very first show. And from what I hear, word on the street is, word in the Queen City is that a lot of people have been trying to get to that particular sponsor, Nordstrom, to participate, and they are very particular about who they associate with, and they don't really do a lot of stuff outside their store and offering up sponsorship. So when we got that, it was like a sign.
It was a sign, absolutely.
So I know, and I want you to answer this question, is what makes Fashion Deluxe different?
I think that what makes us different is the quality of our production. Like, we really try to dot our I's and cross our T's, and really focus on the audience. Our audience is everything. The people who support us over the years and the people who come, it's about diversity, it's about quality, it's about good energy, good vibes.
Don't forget that red carpet.
It's about the red carpet.
It's so about the red carpet.
We do a good red carpet now.
Yes.
So feel that difference.
Yes, the red carpet.
Yeah, and that to me is one, the red carpet is a great way to honor your partners, affiliates, sponsors, VIPs in the community, right? But it's like a pop of color and a really great outfit. And so we love to have that red carpet there, but it's produced properly.
Right.
And
that's the most important part, is producing that red carpet properly, like a quality red carpet.
Yeah.
So the theme for this year's Fashion Deluxe event is the new male warrior. Tell me about the concept and the meaning behind that new male warrior.
So new male warrior was a concept that we thought embodied what's happening now in our current climate in America. And the charity that we chose was instrumental in that, which is Lily Pad Haven. Lily Pad Haven fights human trafficking. And so at the heart and the core of that, a large percentage of those are women who get put into human trafficking from a very young age. And so when you talk about women's empowerment and building people back up after they've been through such a tumultuous experience, we thought that the feminine energies needed a complement, which is the masculine energies. We have to have male champions behind these causes that are going on right now, like that are so topical, like the Me Too movement, Time's Up movement, gender equality, women's empowerment, things like that. So we said, why don't we get a group of fine-looking men who embody the concept of what that new male warrior is. And this was in part done with our partners this year, with the Disrupt Now program. Her name is Natalie Viglione, and she coined this new male warrior concept. And so when she pitched it to me, I loved it, and we partnered and just kind of like ran with it. We wanted to create a movement this year, and the movement is that the men have to support the women in this movement for us to truly achieve these equalities that we're looking for.
So do you think that's kind of taking a risk when it comes to fashion? Because fashion normally caters to women.
Yeah. I think it does. I mean, especially in a smaller industry like this in Charlotte. Yeah. But again, we were always itching to shake things up. At every show, we do something completely different out the box that you've never seen before. And so this year, I kind of just had this itch. I was like, I don't want to do one more show that someone has to attend and they're basically going to see the same format. How can we make this different?
Right.
And so we went with an all-male show. Men's fashion, I'm a men's fashion enthusiast, so I love the different ways you can style men and the clothing. And I think you have to be a little bit more versatile when you're dealing with men's fashion, because it's a little bit more restrictive than women's fashion. And so we picked a lot of unisex designers that make clothing for men and women. We've got some transgenders in the show as well that you may or may not know, which is really, the point.
Right.
So, it's an eclectic mix of this concept of unity that we're trying to create with the show this year. And so we chose modern masculinity. That's what it's all about.
So Fashion Deluxe features cutting edge designers, luxury brands, couture designers, independent fashion houses, which I love that you guys do that. Is it difficult to choose each year your designers?
It starts with the concept, really, and it starts with just the whole vision, and then from there we have to see what fits, and that's how we choose our designers.
So do you feel the pressure to be a step ahead of fashion and fashion industry here in the Carolinas?
I feel my pressure is self-imposed. When I say self-imposed, it is completely, I just have an idea that I want to bring to fruition. So I'm not pressured with what's going on externally necessarily.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's where you're at.
That's where I'm at,
yeah.
Because it's true. I mean, it's business, and in business, if you're not doing it well, someone else is, and that's just what it is in life, and that's just what it is. So, I'm really happy that he stays more focused on that creative part, because that gives me more confidence saying that we are moving a step ahead. But then I look at it more strategically in the business essence, and have to put those pieces together.
So how hard is it to find something to wear to your events?
It's harder for him. I'm a good personal stylist, and I recycle some things, but we try to keep it fresh, especially for the shows. We cannot wear the same outfit to the
Exactly.
show, or to most public appearances. But yeah, he gets real into it.
Yeah.
He gets real into it.
I'm like 3 months before, and I'm looking through stuff. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna wear that right there.
Yeah.
Who can make that?
I don't even think about that because the planning for the show is so consuming. So if I could just wear jeans and a t-shirt, and then which I do a lot of the times, and I look down like, oh, I gotta change.
Oh yeah, yeah. We usually change like an hour before the show, because you don't want to be sweaty and stuff.
Can you tell the fans how to follow you guys and also Fashion Deluxe?
Go to Instagram, Fashion Deluxe. You can also visit our website at Fashion Deluxe, on Facebook /Fashion Deluxe. All information's there, including tickets.
That's wonderful. Thank you guys so much for letting me invade your space.
Yes.
And you have a beautiful home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We love having you here.
This is the end of our show. So follow us on Queen City Fame as well. I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. See you next time. Bye, guys.
For me, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. And I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up.
I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. And you just entered our artist spotlight with the beautiful Reese Smith. Hi, Reese.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. So who is Reese Smith?
Reese Smith is an up-and-coming pop artist.
Pop.
Yes. I say pop artist because I feel like that's where my niche is, kind of like just right there with the pop music, I guess.
Pop music.
Yeah.
So how long you been singing?
I've been singing since I was 14 years old.
14
Yeah.
years old.
14, yeah.
So you play the guitar. So when did you pick up the guitar?
I picked up the guitar when I was 15, so not too long after that.
Not too long after that. Did you go to any training, or you just picked it up and just started playing? Because
Well,
sometimes it's natural.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I have been actually in music since I was 12. So I started on the trumpet, and then I moved to the baritone. And when I got into high school, I played the bassoon. So I ended up just playing like a variety of different things. I was into music theory a lot, and
Wow.
took classes for that. So when I picked up the guitar, I didn't have any formal training. I just kind of picked it up and, played it by ear, basically.
Wow. Very talented.
Thank you.
So what are your favorite places to sing? Some people it's the car, it's the shower, in bed when you wake up. Where's your favorite places?
That's a hard question because I have two favorite places where I like to sing. My first one is my car because I can just put on whatever I want and just blast the radio and just go for it. It doesn't matter how terrible I sound. I just sing things way out of my range. And but if I'm singing seriously, and for people who come out to see me, I really like actually singing here at the Muse.
So you like the stage.
Yes, I love the stage. I do. I really do.
So are you a singer or a singer-songwriter?
I am a singer-songwriter.
Singer-songwriter.
Yes.
So did you start out writing songs, or you sing a lot of covers? I mean, what made you decide you wanted to write your own music?
I started off just singing covers just to see if I could even, do it. And I didn't start writing music until I was a little bit older, probably when I was like 18 or 19. And it was really because the person that I was with at the time was like, well, you should write a song. And I was like, no. And then you're like, do it for me. And so,
Okay.
but I thanked them for that because it was like, hey, I can actually like put a tune together and some words. So I guess I'm writing songs now.
So who are your musical inspirations? Who did you grow up listening to?
My two biggest musical inspirations are Ed Sheeran, number one,
Yeah.
and Billy Joel, number two.
So who would you like to open up for? Because you said Billy Joel. Now, he's way far, early, before your time. Like, you weren't even born yet.
Yeah, not even thought of.
Thought of. So if there was an artist that you can open with, who would that be?
My dream is to open with Ed Sheeran. Like, that is my all-time dream. I would love to perform with him. I think he's an amazing artist, and I get a lot of my inspiration from him. Actually, I have his signature guitar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my, okay. Ed Sheeran, are you listening? Reese would love to open up for you. So if you're watching this show, give her a phone call right now. So what's on your playlist? If you're in the car, you're listening to your iPhone or your car radio, what are you playing?
Wow, I have a mix of everything. Right now I'm really into the Bee Gees.
The Bee Gees?
Yeah.
You went all the way back.
Yeah.
Give me a song from Bee Gees.
How deep is your love? How deep is your love?
I love
that
it.
song.
Oh my gosh, they're the great.
Yeah, just their writing style and everything.
Yeah.
And then also like current day music, because I also really like R&B music. Ella Mai,
Ella Mai. She's dope.
Yeah, she is fire. Like Boot Up is my jam. Like she is awesome. I can't believe it.
So what other genre of music would you like to dabble in if you weren't doing what you're doing right now?
If I wasn't doing what I was doing right now, it would be rap.
Rap?
Yeah.
Now that's out there.
I know.
So do you have any bars?
Yeah.
Give me some bars.
All right, I actually wrote this one. You think about it all the time. You think about it when you're alone. When you know you're getting close, thinking about them faces that you know. Are you gonna close that, throw that love do you think you got? Can somebody, anybody tell me how to see you in the dark? What it is to me right now is everything I wanna figure out. And you decided to keep going round and round, yeah. Everything is never meant to be. When you think you're gonna end it all eventually, and you try to sort it out and figure out clearly, like you try to say the words it wasn't meant to be. Your babe.
Oh my God, I have just found the talking loud right now. I apologize to everyone. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know, I would love to hear you sing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Look into my eyes and what do you see? You see this broken, beaten, battered girl of what I used to be. Can you blame me for feeling like I'm not enough? Like I'm just trying to find a reason, any reason just to give up. And I need someone to give me a reason not to give up. I'm just trying to find my way from 17 to 31 on the bed. How many times will I spend all that I had before I find just what I'm looking for? Cause no wise words won't stop me from falling down. And down is where I lay to find the other piece of me that I lost a long time ago. Take these trembling hands and trace the outline. What it means to be the only one that you can trust to lean on. And I just wanna feel something, anything, even if it's pain. At least it lets me know I'm still alive. Oh, could you please just excuse me for now as I ride down these waves of wild emotion as I fall in love with you, fall in love with you. Cause no wise words won't stop me from being who I am right now. And yes, I'm aware I'm destructive, and I love it cause whenever I am it makes you care. And oh, wise girl, please tell me how to make my heart stop beating. Because it beats for you and it beats for all the lost souls like me, all the restless like me, and all the love that's in between us who never ever let go. I will never ever let go. Oh, oh, please tell me why. Oh, why always have to love or be loved to just cry? Look into my eyes and what do you see? Is it still that broken, battered girl I used to be?
Oh my God, that was an awesome performance. Let me tell you, I need to see you more often, not just in the Carolinas, but everywhere.
Yeah,
I see that coming in your future, definitely.
that's the goal.
That's the goal. So can you tell our audience where they can find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram. I'm Reese the Beast 777.
Reese the Beast 777.
Reese the Beast 777.
I love it. You are a beast. Trust me.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. It's been wonderful listening to you perform. All right, guys, that's the end of our show. This is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. See you next time. Bye, guys.
We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. You're time, dancing in the dark with you between my arms.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Nayomi Charnelle, and I am the diva with the T. You are watching the Underground for Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. And I am here with the incomparable artist, Diktator.
Thank you. The leader! How y'all doing? First and foremost, I would just like to thank y'all for having me and the platform that y'all are providing for the real talent out here in the Queen City. I commend you and keep on going. I support it.
All right, well, thank you so much for that.
Awesome.
We definitely appreciate your support. So let's get into Diktator and who he is and what he does.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
You ready for that?
I'm ready. I'm ready. So, where did you grow up?
I'm a born and raised native from Charlotte, North Carolina. You know, you rarely get those, but I've literally seen this city come from, you know, country to, hey, we looking like a little apple, you know, now. So, you know, I'm excited about the growth. It's just new opportunities and streams of income out here to receive. So
Okay.
I'm blessed.
So let's talk about your family life. Do you have any siblings?
Yes. I have one sister, my beautiful sister. Shout out Rihanna. I love you, baby. She actually hand drew my cover. The Art of Love is available everywhere digitally, and you can only stream it free on the Diktator app.
What led you to the music industry? How did you get so interested in music?
Music was always a part of my life. You know, my mom always played music around the house. You know, I began to love hip hop. You know, around, you know, the West Coast Connection days. You know, and then it went to Outkast, and I was a student of it. And you know, I started just coming up with songs in my head and remembering them, and then even going from putting together a little group in elementary school of, yeah, we're the rap kings, you know. Who inspired me is Master P, first and foremost.
Yeah.
You know,
Shout out.
Shout out P. I mean, he showed me the game firsthand, first and foremost. You know, I lived with him for months, you know, in Beverly Hills, and he pretty much showed me, living proof, okay, this is how an independent man does it. He's very hands-on. He barely sleeps, or at least I didn't see him sleep. And he does things that you wouldn't think a millionaire, a successful millionaire does. He grinds like he broke.
So what can we expect from Diktator the leader coming up?
A lot more shows, interviews, just as glorious as this right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So at least share where we can follow you.
Awesome. You can definitely text Diktator, Diktator, to 50500, and a text back will come. The app will come straight to your phone. That's for the, you know, the convenient people. Or www.diktatorapp.com. You can get the app right here. It's Instagram at Diktator K.O.C. Twitter K.O.C Diktator. You know, I'm all over. You know, Facebook. You know, just holler.
So you know I'm about to put you on the spot, right?
Okay, what you got? What you got up your sleeve?
All right now, I want you to prove to me why you a Diktator, the leader. I want you to do a freestyle for me.
I'ma pray for the mothers. I'ma pray for the daughters. I'ma pray for the sons. I'ma pray for the fathers. Family's a black man's wealth. That's why it's not easy, it only gets harder. Jobs ain't paying, so we slave for $1. We can barely feed our kids. How we save for their college? We in bondage. I pray we keep faith so that we can never tarnish. We doing what we can and it's not enough, it's the hardest. That's one reason a lot of families departing. We the target, but we the harvest. Why not finish up what we started? Why not let your blessing show them who God is? It's all about how we think about it, that's how it is. Look, be a leader, a pioneer.
Thank you so much for joining us and being my very special guest here on the Underground.
Thank you for having me. You know, I had to represent for Queen City Fame and for our people at the same time. You know.
All right. Well, it's greatly appreciated. All right, everybody, this is your girl Nayomi Charnelle, the diva with the T, and that's T-E-E, True Entertaining Empowerment, here for Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. Signing off, dog.
Sweet.
Bye.
I've been pulled in many directions, doing what you want me to, and finding no time to read between the lines and do the things I love to. But I can't be all you want me to be and still reach my destiny. So I'm saying no, oh, at least today, oh, I've got to me, yeah. Well, I've got so many plans, got so many plans, got so many plans to do nothing. I've got so many plans, got so many plans, got so many plans. Plans to be alone and plans to turn off my phone and maybe write a song or two. Maybe hit the gym, I'm gonna search within, do anything, trying to please you. Oh yeah, yeah. Lately, things seem to be spinning so senseless, leaving me a little confused and staying on a grind that's leaving me behind. I forget who I belong to, but I can't be all you want me to be and still reach my destiny. So I'm letting go, oh, at least today, oh, I've gotta do me, yeah. I've got so many plans, got so many plans, got so many plans to do nothing. I've got so many plans, got so many plans, got so many plans. I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything. Won't have much to give if I'm running all around, being who you want me to be. Well, I've got so many plans, got so many plans, got so many plans to do nothing. I've got so many plans, got so many plans, I've got so many plans. Well,
City fame serving up at the mound. Make hits like the Panthers, pound after pound. Keep that southern energy, there's more to go around. Jay the God in the biz and I'm coming for the crown.
They know my name in the Queen City.